Hi friends, welcome back to Masters of Chemistry. We are studying the solid state reaction from physical chemistry. So far we discussed the method of single crystal growth, and we know that in single crystal growth method we have two methods. First one is the solution growth method and second one is the melt growth method. So already we covered the solution growth method and we discussing the melt growth method. In melt growth method we know that again we have three methods. First one is the Schizo-Charlesky method, then we have Bridgman method, and third one is the Verneuil flame fusion method. So about two methods, that is Schizo-Charlesky method and Bridgman method, are covered in previous video session. In this particular video session we are going to discuss the last method of melt growth, that is Verneuil flame fusion method and its advantages. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for further notification. So let's start to study this method in detail. Verneuil method, or this is also called as Verneuil flame fusion method. This is the third method of growing the crystals from the melt. So the first time this method used in 1904 for growing the crystals of high melting temperature oxide, including the artificial gemstone. In artificial gemstone, ruby and sapphire are used to grow in 1904 from this method. In this method, the starting material used is in the form of powder, which is placed or passes through the high temperature flame such as oxygen hydrogen flame or other high torch and furnace, so that the starting material melt in that flame and the small drops will fall on the surface of growing crystal. So let's understand by considering the figure of this Verneuil flame fusion method. So this is the general apparatus of the Verneuil flame fusion method. In this, first the powder material is placed in the compartment. So the powder material is first placed in the compartment and the oxyhydrogen flame is passes through this compartment, and the starting material start to melt as the temperature increases of this compartment. The starting material start to melt, and which is falls from this flame drop by drop on the growing surface. So this is the growing crystal surface on which this falls. As the temperature reduces of these drops, it start to form the crystals. So this is the general principle or general procedure of growing the crystals from the flame fusion method. Now let's see some of the advantages of using this method and when it is used the first time. So this is the method which was recently used to prepare the crystals of calcium oxide with the melting point of 26,000 degrees Celsius by using the plasma torch to melt the calcium oxide powder. Now the advantage of this method is simple and easy to implementation, and there is no container material used to grow the single crystals from the material. So there is no chance of getting any impurities from this method. In the earlier method we use the container material, so we get the impurities. So this is the major advantage of using this method. So thank you for watching.